Morning Brew. And it is cold outside, but we have a lot of stuff to go over. And good news is we bring the news in the North County.
It's time.
The most cutting edge news that we can bring, right?
I mean, I wouldn't call it news. It's more of just like crap to talk about.
No way. This is cutting edge.
We're not talking like
nope.
The headlines of like, oh, we're on the brink of World War III.
Well, we've been that way for like the last 20 years.
Yeah. I know.
But we're talking about the important stuff.
This is the news that you and I read.
Yeah.
This is a direct reflection of where mine and Randy's head is at any given time.
And it's important. Yeah. It's really important. It's the stuff that really matters.
It's Friday, the 27th
Friday?
of January.
Why? What happened the month? The month is just flying by.
You're getting so sweaty right now just thinking about you can drink next Sunday.
I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to do it?
No.
I love it.
I think I'm going to go to at least the end of March.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling.
Let's get a user poll going on.
Will Randy make it to the end of March? Evidently, there's already one going on.
What's the? Will Randy go over or under 50 days?
50 days?
50 days.
We're going
Eric,
to end.
Can we put that on there? I think we need to. I want to see 50 days.
Do I get the money if I make it?
There's no money. It's just there's going to be 80% that say no and 20%.
80%? No way. People have more faith in me than that.
Oh, it sounds like the over should be 60 then.
That'll be today's poll.
Okay, today's poll.
Yeah.
Will Randy last 60 days or more? Right? Over 60 days, under 60 days. Will he break his streak?
Yeah. I can do it. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel awesome jamming. The food thing is kind of still tweaking with me. I'm trying to figure out my air fryer. That's really pissing me off.
I thought you returned it.
We did, but then we got another one.
Oh.
But we got a different one. We got an air fryer grill item. And, there's just so many directions and so many ways to use it. I need somebody to come over and show me how to use it.
It's a freaking air fryer, bro.
Yeah, dude,
Google it.
No, you can't. It's much more complicated than that.
Oh, jeez.
Now remember, the last one didn't come with a book. This one came with a book.
All right.
Okay, so I air fried cheese. Okay, have you ever air fried cheese?
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I'm not doing a lot of cheese in my diet. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're literally talking about air fryers. Just Google
because it's important.
Google the instructions. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
January 27th, 2023. A couple notable things happened this day in history. The biggest one in my world, I would say because I come from a fraternity. I was in a fraternity in college. On this day in 1870, the first sorority ever was formed in Indiana.
Ooh.
Kappa Alpha Theta. Cats.
Nice.
The cats.
Was that in Animal House?
No, I don't know. But this day in 1870. Okay, another thing that happened.
1870.
Today in 1945, the concentration camp Auschwitz was liberated by the Soviet troops. So that's a huge thing.
That is a good history day.
Crazy story, right?
Wild. Can you imagine that?
So that was 45.
Sometimes I feel like that
was
we're
92 years ago.
Yeah.
Today. Insane. Well, and then the other thing that happened this day in history is breast pumps were no, I don't know. I just made that up because today's National Breast Pump Day.
But I think it is.
It's National Breast Pump Day today. Yesterday we talked about erection monitors.
Right.
I think what we're doing is we're trying to dive into all this new technology that's really helping out society.
Well, we have to target both sides, male and female.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So for those who identify as female that breast pump, that pump their breasts, we have a machine that's the best breast pump on the market. In honor of National Breast Pump Day, the Spectra S1 Plus Electric Breast Pump. Okay, there it is. You can get it on Amazon for $137. Or if you are one of those instant gratification people and you just need to pump right away, go to Target and spend $216.
Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
Breast pumps?
Well, when you walk in on somebody and somebody's breastfeeding or doing a breast pump, or
I can't tell you the last time I have one friend who has a newborn baby, and I feel like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I was around it a lot more because all of our friends were having babies. But literally, I don't even see newborns anymore. So
Yeah, it's very odd, especially when your daughter is doing that with their, because of course I got a new, grandson that I love to death, and I always like to touch him and look at him and stuff like that. And most of the time I'm focused in, and then I get oh gosh, it's like you got to be careful on what you're watching with newborns.
It's a natural thing.
It is. It's
right?
natural, but it's weird. It's weird, and it's like sorry, Kylie. Yes, I'm talking about this. I apologize.
Well, look. So if you're in the market for a new breast pump,
yeah, where do you think they're going to go from there?
When's your daughter's birthday?
My daughter's birthday? Oh, dude, why would you do that? I get them all mixed up. It's September 7th.
No, the one that's pumping her breasts.
Yeah,
September 7th.
October 7th.
So
October 7th.
She probably won't be pumping next October.
Huh?
She won't be pumping by next October.
September 30th. Dang it. Dude, I've got too many damn kids.
Literally threw Randy under the bus.
You
don't
really
even
did.
know your daughter's birthday?
No, I have them written down. Because I have a September 30th.
On your Timex,
I got a October 7th.
On your Casio watch.
The one that goes off my alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are now. I'm never going to hear this tomorrow on our hike.
Okay, so we're going hiking tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But so we talked about breast pump technology, National Breast Pump Day. The other technology that's on the market, and it's not erection monitors, but it's something very similar.
Let's see. Is it toenail growth hormone?
No.
Okay.
No, it's the anus toilet. It's a toilet. It's a smart toilet that actually reads your anus like a fingerprint, says the scientists.
Is that like a fingerprint or with a fingerprint? So this is
what's happening, right? Technology has gone to this place where we're trying to actually do good things with it versus just like, hey, let's talk to each other online. It's now like, hey, we have all this technology. How can we use it to better our lives and improve our health? Well, so now this smart technology is emerged where they're designing these toilets to take scans of your butt.
But does it advance our intellect?
I think what it does is it gives you real-time data that allows you to kind of catch things as they happen, right? And so to me, I think it's genius. It's
kind of like the blood pressure cuff that you brought in.
This is the blood pressure monitor of 2023.
Okay.
Like when you were, when did we start doing blood pressure readings? In the 30s and the 40s?
I think probably.
So I just think that this technology is designed to help people, and I'm all for it. It's a little strange.
I will not be getting one.
To think about the anus being scanned by a camera in your toilet.
What I'm worried about when I'm on the toilet is snakes.
Really?
Yes.
What do you have, an outhouse?
No. No.
You look like you have an outhouse.
I do have an outhouse. But yeah, you have to be worried about those kind of things, especially when you go into the bathrooms out at the lakes.
You're like that TikTok where you go season 1 of watching Yellowstone, and it's like this dude just kind of wearing a cowboy hat. Season 2, cowboy hat and a black jacket. Season 3, I'm in an outhouse drinking my coffee. Like, dude, you've gone way overboard with this whole Western thing. Now you say there's snakes in their toilet.
You never know. You never know.
God. You check your boots before you put them on to make sure no snakes.
They're actually upside down in the closet. So that way snakes and spiders can't get into them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, when you live out on the range, that's what happens.
The range?
Yeah. When you live out there and you get up at 3:00 in the morning, you got to go out and feed the goats and the cows and the pigs and cows. You got to go out there and do that stuff and go ride around. Check the fence line.
Sleep out there and make sure.
Sometimes when I hear the coyotes coming down,
coyotes. This has nothing to do with coyotes, but did you hear about this bear?
The bear taking selfies?
Dude, the bear in Colorado.
That is awesome.
Had found a camera. Where's this story? I'm going to read this story real quick. It's awesome. This bear took over 400 selfies on a trail in Colorado.
Well, he was busy. And it's not bear season in Colorado right now. It actually just ended 3 weeks ago.
The apparent photo shoot took place on one of 9 motion detecting cameras in the Open Space Mountains Park, OSMP. Okay. 46,000 acre park there. One of the hundreds of selfies taken by the bear is, we got 2 of them right there. So they're set to passively capture photos that help give insight into the movements and habits of the local species. And so we were blessed enough to get 400 photos of this bear. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I love that.
What would you name a bear if you had a bear?
Is it a photo bear? Is it a photogenic bear?
If it was a selfie bear, what would you name him?
Selfie bear.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty original.
Mm-hmm. I'd have a shirt that says selfie bear.
Yeah.
And it'd be that picture.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should get one of those cams for your ranch over there.
I should, huh?
Yeah, so that way you can see what goes on at nighttime.
The only thing that you see is this big fat white cat that lives in our barn that just like goes up to the porch and eats the dog food in the middle of the night and then goes back to the barn. Dogs go crazy. It's like clockwork.
Yeah, but do you know it's the cat?
It could be.
See?
Well, yeah, it's a cat.
That's why you need that night cam.
Cats are stealth, though. I did have somebody. Where did we see it on Facebook? Somebody was asking what the best camera was.
Yeah,
Arlo or Ring. Do you have a security camera?
We did have a Ring, but all we heard was the freeway. So it was like you sit there and listen. People are talking. All you hear is the freeway going back and forth.
That's awesome.
But I do like the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has one of those, and we see some funny stuff on the Ring, and she'll send it to it.
That's hilarious.
But especially when you're drunk walking into the door, into the house. Justin and Randy.
but
no, I think, and then, you know what a buddy of mine has?
Home pumping her breast.
No, not that daughter, not that daughter. That's, but you know what another buddy of mine has?
Are we keeping you from something? He's checking his phone like he's. Is Lori calling in today?
Lori is calling in today, but a buddy of mine actually has a homemade security system.
Oh,
so he has an old Android phone that's connected to the Wi-Fi in his house, and it just stares out his front window.
Yeah,
and
so it's just a camera.
It's just a phone, but it's like a Android, or it's like a Ring, whatever. Mm-hmm. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
So maybe you should get that for your.
He would not
Predator.
have the anus toilet. He would just put a tray in the bottom of his toilet, collect his poop, and then analyze it.
He would. I think he would try to figure out a way to use his phone to do the same thing.
Yeah. Jeez, that's awesome. All right. Other things in the news today. We have Lori Bryant calling in at 8:00 to give us a status of what's happening. SLO County News is her Facebook group that she posts on her wall. All of the latest and greatest stories. She calls in every day at 8.
8 o'clock.
She'll be calling in.
Which we
got
just
really excited about.
You know
something.
why? Because of the robbery at last night the night before last.
Did they identify him as Lamar Hamlin?
Hamlin? It was Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Younger brother's next door neighbor's sister's brother.
Okay, so what's the deal? Do we still have that picture? Probably not. Eric deletes everything after the show.
Yeah.
He doesn't want any recollection of the previous show.
But I do have insight on that Bevmo. So the Bevmo, that robbery happened right at closing time. There was nobody else in the store. A friend of mine works there. She was there. She passed him as he walked in, and she walked out to get carts. And so then there was nobody in the store. There's a new manager, first night on the job, right? And they gave him, $3,000, $4,000 in cash, and he bounced out.
Inside job.
That's what I thought.
And now the manager is not working there anymore. Inside
It was
job.
Our very first time.
Just kidding. I'm just
conspiracy.
Scenarios out.
Conspiracy theory.
It's a scenario. I'm not accusing anybody.
Conspiracy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is wild.
So this should go on stupid
criminals?
Stupid criminals, because nobody robs the liquor store during dry January. There's way less traffic.
Right?
You got to go in the mid-February where everyone's just over it and thirsty.
Depends on if you have dry January or dry February, and you're kind of finishing up the year in January and you start in February. Yeah. So it really depends.
It's not a smart practice.
They would be better off to rob GNC.
Not in January. Everybody's buying that stuff in January.
Let's not promote robbery.
Right?
Let's not promote
Randy,
robbery.
If you were going to rob a liquor store, how would you do it? No, seriously, that's a good question.
I'd be terrified.
What would you do?
I stole one thing when I was a kid from Flaherty's Corner when I was a kid across from
Beano's.
not from Beano's, but from Flaherty's Corner across from the bus stop. And old man Flaherty caught me, and I about crapped my pants. And I ran home all the way there, and my mom never, ever, ever stopped there for gas. And guess what she does? Stops there for gas. And I just did one of these numbers. She didn't know. It just happened to be. But I'm not a stealer, man.
I have zero recollection of ever stealing anything as a kid.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you have to remember it. You have that conscience, so it's like, man, you see what you get. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no cover up, man. So, and I don't steal, and I don't like people that steal from anybody. And yep.
So you need to start a bounty hunting company, and let's go after this guy.
Dog.
First thing I would do is take that new manager. I'd bring him in the room and just put the lights on him and be like, hey man, how was your first day?
Hey, where's your friends?
Man, woman? I don't know. Hey, person, how was your first day? What do you know?
Right?
They're already nervous though.
Yeah, it's like, okay, tonight, 9:00.
That's a bummer. I don't wish anybody getting robbed.
But Bevmo, that's right in the middle of everything. It's not even like on the corner. I mean, and to get out of town, you have stoplights. I mean,
dude, I went to Blaze Pizza the other day to get food for my son for lunch. I never go to that shopping center.
Mm-mm.
It's so hard to get to.
Oh, totally.
Right?
Well, you know what? There's supposed to be an off ramp right in front of Pete John, or now it's called Paso Chevy. But years and years ago, when they built the Target Center, that was supposed to be an off ramp right there in front.
Okay.
And obviously, that did not happen.
Interesting. Well, I feel like we have enough off ramps. It's just the whole off ramp of 46 West.
Well, that's the stupidest.
It's
off
so
ramp.
Crazy.
You get rid of an easy frontage access, and you have to go back around. And that stoplight back there's a million people.
In case you're just joining us, it's just two old guys.
We're fired up about things.
Bitching about the way things used to be. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
We're fired up about things, and we're fired up. We should be fired up about tipping too.
Oh yeah. Hey, speaking of which, money.
Jeez.
Let's talk about money. Yeah, so we went over to Minnesota last weekend, and we noticed on our receipt at a restaurant it says $4% service fee for employee wellness, separate. Oh, it already included, and then it said separate from tip and separate from credit card service charge. So like. Now there's a third service charge, which is this employee wellness service charge. Just raise the price of the taco. Did you ask, nobody's going to know.
Did you ask an explanation of what that was?
No, but it did say, ask us if you'd like it removed. So that tells me that it's not, there's not a law that says you have to pay this.
Well, none of it, even the tips. Tips aren't
so
required.
What's the deal with tips? There's a bunch of stories coming out. And I was looking at tipping etiquette around the world this morning, but there's a big hoo-ha right now about tipping in restaurants are just getting out of control.
Yeah, well, so now the servers expect to get 20-25%. That's their expectations, right?
Yeah, but that just kind of is a mirror to society in general now. We expect everything.
Well, we're
so entitled.
Totally.
Right?
Nope.
Everybody, myself included, like I think I should wake up and have running hot water. Like that's the reality, right?
Well, that's we pay for that. We pay for that.
So we're entitled to it.
We're entitled to that.
Exactly.
But at tipping, we should get tipped for people watching
I work at a restaurant. I should get tips.
Yeah, well that's what they that's what they figure. And so I don't know about you, but I tip based on the service that I get. If they give me crappy service, they're not getting a tip.
Are there anybody watching right now that works at a restaurant that could chime in about your tipping? Have you seen your tips increase or decrease in the last 6 months?
I think they all just left.
They all left. Okay, everybody's gone. Oh well.
I would say definitely. I mean, people make a lot of money in tip, but again, they're great service.
So there's this big story that's breaking, right? Our tip requests getting out of hand. Many consumers say yes.
Yeah, it's way out of control.
There's a bunch of rants on social media. More businesses are adopting digital payment methods. Customers are automatically being prompted to leave a gratuity, many times as high as 30% at places they normally wouldn't.
Hey, here's another thing.
Producer Eric, what did you say? You went to Taco Bell?
Somewhere, yeah.
He was at a fast food restaurant that asked him to tip, which that never happened.
No, that's what the purpose of it. It's fast food. They don't get tips. I'm not gonna give you a tip to give me my soda or my coffee.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Oh
so you're not gonna get a tip. Now, if you're making me something, you're cleaning up, the mess or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tip. If you keep going back and forth, bringing the food, bringing the drinks, this and that. Okay, you're gonna get a tip. But if you go from here, no, not gonna get
somebody's saying at a clothing store they were asking about a tip. Wow,
unbelievable.
That's interesting. I'd be curious.
I believe that.
I mean, if you're going to like a fine clothing store and getting fitted, and you have a guy that's with you for an hour, and he's
that's a tip. That's a tippable situation.
Throw him $20,
right?
Like,
that's a tippable situation.
Taking the extra time, right? Like, so here's the other one: when you order takeout and you go to pick it up and pay for it, do you tip?
Negative.
Really?
Nope. Why would I?
I'll leave a couple bucks. Why? They still have to prepare it.
Oh my God, that's what they get. That's what they get paid for. That's why they get an hourly wage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Mike. Don't be part of the society of this tipping BS.
Well,
God,
I mean,
drives me crazy.
I don't.
What about DoorDash?
Yeah, I tip.
Well, DoorDash.
I'll tip Uber. I'll tip DoorDash.
Yeah, that's different. So that's different. Those guys they're doing you a service. Somebody at a takeout, they already did their takeout. They already did their hourly wage.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything different other than handing me a damn bag full of food. Don't get me started.
Well, there's this kind of movement, right? That people are saying they're feeling social pressure now everywhere they go to give tips, even though they don't want to, because they're prompted to give a tip on their credit card checkout. The servers are expecting more tips. There was an instance where somebody, was it you or Eric, that said, a server said, "What could I have done?"
Yeah, that was me. That was our group that went to a local restaurant, and she had the balls to come up and say, "Hey, how come I didn't get a big tip?" It was I think we had 6 people or something like that, and one of my other friends, basically that's in the service industry that works on tips, and he laid into her, and basically said what everybody thinks, that we don't have to give you a damn tip.
Yeah,
your service was fine, but you messed up. And anyways, long story short, but it was like, and this gal left crying. They told the manager, and they said, "Hey, she's gone," and she's like, she's probably in the back crying, and she was. It's just like, dude,
right, someone's chiming in here. Our employees spend many, many minutes explaining what their pets' needs are, then go next door and get terrible care at a go-to food place. Who should get a tip? Our employees spend, let's read that again. I'm trying to understand that comment. Our employees spend many, many minutes explaining what their pets' needs are. Okay. So it's a pet store, I'm assuming?
I think they're saying that the pet store doesn't get a tip. Why should the food place get a tip?
Got it.
I agree. No, totally.
I think a tip should be
warranted.
A tip should be up to the individual that's paying for the service.
Not expected. And that's the problem is so many of these servers, they expect these big tips. And guess what? We've all been to the restaurants that just a crappy service, and then they still expect a tip.
I see both sides, though.
Not gonna do it.
Like, don't be an idiot. Don't be don't be a jerk. Tip your server if they're doing a good job.
Totally. Exactly. Tip based on service.
Yeah. So, but on the other hand, if you're taking a job as a server and you're not getting tips that you think you deserve,
there's a reason. You're not in the right industry.
It's either an attitude adjustment that needs to happen on your end, or you need to maybe give better service, or I think bottom line is, don't expect something. Just go out, work hard, and maybe you'll be rewarded for it. There's no guarantee, right?
See, now we're kind of like an employment agency.
We're old people.
We're an employment agency. We're giving employment tips to young adults.
Yeah.
This is great. No, this is great. We're well-rounded.
You think so?
Yeah. We give medical advice. We give news, national, world news.
Yeah.
And now we are helping the employment segment of the America build.
You know what I miss? When I lived in LA, there used to go into bathrooms at places, and there'd be a bathroom guy in there. And
You have that in Vegas still.
all the cologne and everything, and you tip that guy. I miss that guy. Where is a place?
I bet the Speakeasy in Paso has that.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. There needs to be a place somewhere on the Central Coast with a bathroom guy.
We got to find out.
I'll be the bathroom guy. That's not a bad gig. Shoot, that's a good.
I could totally see you doing that too.
I would love to be the
you would have
bathroom
your
guy.
You would have your table
I'd
with
have it
all the
all
good
spread
stuff,
out.
the
Oh,
perfumes, the colognes. You'd have, you'd have it all. You might even have one of those erection monitors.
Yeah. Okay, Lori Crow, I have a tip for you. Don't ever confuse a breast pump with an erection monitor.
Wait a second. That's kind of a weird one, though.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to switch those on accident.
I have a feeling you could. They're probably interchangeable.
Boy, you probably use them at the same time.
Possibly an attachment.
Do you imagine? What is this world?
No, Mike.
Right,
I don't want to imagine.
Lori Crow, we've got 3 minutes before Lori Bryant calls in.
Yeah,
to give us the latest.
Lori always gives us
Lori
some good
Crow,
stuff.
this is the segment where I encourage you to send us news stories that you guys come across, because Randy and I will give our take.
Yes.
There won't be anything educational about our take at all.
No. It's always educational.
But we'll have fun with it. Lori Crow sent in this story about drummers. Did you hear about this?
Uh-oh.
Where is the so the drummers? I'm losing my story here. Studies show that if you're a drummer, you're a little bit smarter than everyone else. Randy, can you play the drums?
I can. Yeah. Have you ever seen The Little Drummer Boy?
I don't think he can.
Yeah. It's really dunk.
So here it is. Is there any other member of the band that's teased as much as a drummer? I would say, being in a band, yes.
That's teased?
The bass player is teased about as much as the drummer.
Why are they teased?
Drummers have been, drum stands for don't really understand music, or the only non-musician in the band. Drummers get made fun of. Drummers are typically the partiers, the wild ones.
Well, yeah, they're badass.
This study is saying that drummers are now being seen as the smartest or the smarter people.
The smartest
band,
members
right?
of the band.
Let's see here.
I can see that.
Did a Stockholm study to find out whether or not the ability to play drums, keep beat, could be linked to problem-solving skills. Okay. 34 right-handed men between the age of 19 and 49. They asked them to tap a drumstick at a variety of different intervals. Right after doing so, they were giving a 60-question intelligence test. We found that people with high intelligence were also more stable on a very simple timing task. So they were saying that if you are better at keeping time in that time, then you were given this questionnaire and you answered more correctly.
All right.
So that's an interesting study.
Well, not only you have a stick over here, you have a stick over here, you have your feet pedals.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on.
And then there's some drummers that can sing and play drums at the same time.
Journey.
Yep.
Levon Helm from the band, Phil Collins, Don Henley. Like, these are some of the greatest musicians of all time.
Those are the best.
And they're just like doing 4 things different time as they've got this melody coming out.
We got breaking news.
They are smarter.
All right, here we go.
I started playing drums at 4 years old.
We've got Good Morning, Lori Bryant with SLO County News.
Good morning, Randy. How are you?
We are doing awesome on this Friday morning, nice and cold.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
Friday.
Lots of stuff going on. You got good stuff going on for the weekend?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Awesome.
We got football on Sunday.
We got football. Who you taking? Who's your 2 picks?
Niners, and Kansas is probably going to win, but I want Bengals.
Oh, I think you should have gone with your ladder there. I think it's going to be the Bengals.
I'm sure. I want it to be Bengals and 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we do too.
But that doesn't mean I'll get that.
Awesome. Where are we at? How was yesterday and this morning?
Okay, so yesterday, not too much. We still got a lot of construction going on. It's posted on the wall. There's a lot of road work happening, and I put a little map up and stuff. But there was an accident this morning on 58 and black ice. Sounds like they hit black ice. And it sounds like there was a small fire at the market at Heritage.
Oh, really?
It's a wonderful market, yes, in the kitchen. But it's out, and it sounds like the one engine on scene can handle.
Oh my goodness.
So that's pretty much it.
That's it. Pretty quiet. Did they ever get any leads or catch the robber from Bevmo?
Not that I've heard. Passo's on it, and they've got good pictures of him, so it shouldn't be. I mean, if he's still here, if he's from here, they'll probably catch him soon. Because they really did get some good pictures of him. So, but not that I've heard anything. And that's pretty much it. It looks clear out there, but again, there is black ice, obviously. And just be careful coming in if you're on the back roads.
And any news or any events that anybody should be aware of for the weekend?
I believe they are going to do another search this weekend for Kyle.
Okay.
That's the report, that they'll be back out there for Kyle again. So cross fingers and prayers. And that's pretty much it that I know of.
Awesome.
I haven't really done any research on what the happenings are. That's why I go to you to find out what's happening.
We got what's happening in North County, and you got what's happening in Slow County.
You got it, sir.
Awesome. Lori, thanks again for calling in and letting us know what's happening. Have a great weekend, and we will chat at you on Monday.
You too, and you guys both be safe and have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Lori.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
So she brought up that fire out at Heritage. There was a fire yesterday at Templeton High School.
Kids.
Really?
Kids, yeah.
In the locker room?
Trash can fire in a boys' bathroom.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Is that what happened?
That's Motley Crue.
You think they're smoking?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it's all vaping now.
I don't think anybody smokes anymore.
Don't get me started on that, because the whole flavor thing pisses me off.
No, the thing is that how does a bathroom fire start in the trash can? I think it's boys trying to light fireworks, or maybe they just want to burn something and they lit a trash can.
Who knows? Some kids are just so bored, they just start stuff and then run like hell.
Well, so we were getting TSU. Okay, let me read this. There was a small fire in one of the boys' restrooms in the B wings. All students have been accounted for and safely evacuated. So they evacuated the entire school because of a trash can fire in the boys' bathroom.
Wonder if they got one of those toilet seat monitors that caught fire.
That could be it.
They could have one in just one of the stalls.
They would have had a picture of the perpetrator.
Yeah. So they might have had that caught fire. So we might need to find that out and investigate a little bit more.
Or somebody was charging their erection monitor and it just
right?
short circuited.
Yeah, short circuit. While they're charging it while they're operating it.
Starting next week. Can we just not talk about body parts at all next week? Let's just,
like I said, we were bringing up to the date, most current information.
All right.
I mean, people would have never known about these.
Let's close the gap on this money thing. One more money rant. Okay,
yes.
Eggs.
Don't get me started. I thought we were done with that.
Eggs. Everybody's freaking out about the price of eggs.
Oh,
what's the deal with eggs? $18 a dozen in. I think that is at a. It's like a Whole Foods type market in Manhattan. It's $18 a dozen, but eggs are freaking expensive right now.
You know what the egg epidemic is like?
No.
It's like the toilet paper epidemic. You go to stores, they have signs up that say, sorry, no eggs, or they limit you like one carton per purchase.
So they're saying
it's wild.
They're saying the avian flu is to blame, or one of the reasons why the egg prices have shot up. Egg cartons have become the symbol of inflation. By the end of 2022, prices had shot up 60% year over year.
Man,
is that true? You guys eat a lot of eggs?
We eat a lot of eggs, yeah. Really? But we actually get our eggs from a farm.
Oh, so you get the real ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to have chickens, and we got I mean, we'd be getting 16, 18 eggs a day.
I want to get chickens. I want to get chickens so I can have my own eggs. I want to get ducks. Have you ever had duck eggs?
Duck eggs are amazing.
Oh my gosh, they are amazing. As we get those too, sometimes Annie throws in some duck eggs to our chicken eggs. They are delicious.
The studies are. How about turkey eggs? Turkey eggs are bomb too. They were this big.
Turkey eggs.
Oh, they're huge.
What about ostrich?
Ostrich eggs I've never had.
I have never had an ostrich egg, but when she brought over the duck eggs, I mean, literally they were like that. I'm like, what in the hell kind of chicken is this at first?
How about quail eggs?
I've had quail eggs.
Quail eggs are bomb.
I've had quail eggs.
Yeah.
I got actually some pickled ones at the house. I'll bring some on Monday. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Some pickled
like
eggs.
This big, huh?
Yeah. Pickled
That's
up.
fun.
Yep.
Remember back in the day when you used to be able to throw eggs at houses and toilet paper people's houses?
Oh, dude.
Now, yeah. Well, so nowadays you can do anything for under $900. You won't get in trouble.
We used to have these wars every year at Halloween. It was the class of 94 versus the class of 95. And we'd be on the golf course, like lighting things on fire, throwing them at each other. This is the middle of the night.
Oh,
Toilet papering, egging, smashing pumpkins.
Those are back in the day, the fun stuff. Back in the fun days.
We had Officer Joe was our school resource officer. Officer Joe, rest in peace, died in a car accident. He used to have this little Suzuki Raider, little Suzuki Raider.
Oh, what do you call it?
Raider, the real small
A Suzuki?
Suzuki.
Now you got me. Suzuki
Raider. Anyways, he would drive it onto the golf course, chasing after us. It was, lots of fun memories.
Oh yeah,
that was back when toilet paper didn't cost anything and eggs didn't cost anything, and now it's out of control.
It is out of control. And so, like I said, I mean, I've been to the Tascadero grocery outlet has never had any stock issue. So that's where we go for our other eggs when we run out of our farm eggs, because we get our farm eggs on Mondays.
Okay.
So when we
what's a good resource for local eggs? Is there anybody watching that knows a kid that sells eggs out there?
I think there's quite a few local places to get some eggs. I mean,
I'd love to. Let's take it back to the streets and let's get. Growing up, this kid Tony Horzen. Do you know Tony?
I do not know Tony.
Tony's awesome. Tony owns Glacier Ice now or something.
Oh,
a big ice company.
Yeah.
His first business he had was selling eggs, and we all laughed at him until he sold that company to like a major egg producer, right?
Yeah.
When he was like 19.
Nice.
But yeah, Tony,
he's a hustler.
He was a hustler, yeah.
And he's selling ice. I mean, who would have thought?
Tony's the GOAT, man. He's such a great guy. That's a guy you got to get on the show. He's amazing.
Right?
But yeah, so we would get eggs, locally from kids. There's got to be somebody. I'm
sure there's a ton.
Evolving. Oh, okay. She's not divulging her sources.
I really wish the names popped up.
Well, the reason why it says Facebook user instead of the name is because whoever's doing it has to go into their settings and allow themselves to be seen. And if they're part of a private group where we're broadcasting, we're not going to see who it is because it's private.
That's all about that AI stuff.
All right, Wine Travelers Hideaway. I guess we need to up our egg price. Oh, so you guys have eggs?
No, Wine Travelers Hideaway. Do not be a part of the problem.
That's what we need to do.
We don't need increase. We just need production. That's it. Give those chickens.
We need to find eggs.
We need chicken breast pumps and erection monitors for the chickens.
We're going through about 12 to 18 eggs a week right now.
Yeah, we eat a ton of eggs.
It's a good source of protein.
Love them.
Studies are coming out now that say that eggs aren't bad for you at all. They used to say don't eat the yolk, only the egg whites. And,
Matter of fact, they have a new one that says that.
A new what?
That's a new study
don't eat
about
the yolk again.
Yeah, that's why they're being. It's actually a study that came out in the last 2 weeks. I was talking to the grocer at Albertsons yesterday about that, and he was telling me that about there's a new study that says that don't eat the egg white or egg yolk because of reasons here. It's just stupid. I hate people.
Yeah.
God, jeez.
But you love
But I love you guys. What's up, North County? Please don't take offense to that.
There are cheaper alternatives, egg alternatives that you can use, but they
with
say
beans.
that It doesn't match the nutritional
No,
value.
it's like made with beans and made with just nastiness. You may as
Speaking of
well
beans,
eat dirt.
I have in my fridge right now vegan cheese that we haven't eaten yet. I think Allison and I are going to open it up and eat it this weekend.
It probably has like a shelf life of like 100 years.
No. It expires in next week, I think. We just bought it 2 weeks ago.
Huh.
So, but it's made with cashews, I think. So we're going to try it. It sounds cashews and sea salt. It sounds really good.
I love sea salt.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
You should not
to
have
do
sea
that.
salt. We just looked at your blood pressure.
I think that's a myth.
It's wrong.
I think the sodium thing is not.
We need
legit.
to have a doctor call in and talk to us about salt.
We keep saying we're going to.
I know,
but we haven't.
We need
yet.
to find one. That's going to be the job over the
Today
weekend.
after the show, are we going down to Kennedy to do this thing?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't heard back from Keith, but I'm gonna text him right after we get off this.
So we're supposed to go to Kennedy and do like this full body scan.
Yeah.
Sit on a toilet. It inspects the anus.
Everything.
What else does it do?
It does everything. Tells you your water, tells you your muscle, tells you your index, tells you your weight, tells you how you're feeling.
Okay.
Tells you. It actually gives you a eye exam too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Third eye.
It gives you but yeah. So
okay, well, I need to get that body scan done because I do know my my what do they call it? Body
BMI,
BMI,
body mass index.
Body is like 27. I should be at like 12.
That's what you think? I'm going to write this down.
27.5 is what
27.5.
the thing. Yeah. So I would imagine you're probably around 38.
Oh my God, it's bad. Well, when I started, I was. Now I'm 37.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
One month almost of not drinking alcohol and eating right, down 12 pounds.
Good for you.
Yes, but I'm not going off the scale. I'm going off the mirror.
That's awesome.
Because it's going to be beach body.
12 pounds.
Yeah.
Where's it coming off? Can you tell?
Oh, well, everything
In the waist?
Everything's right around here.
Okay.
You know, I mean, my legs are all powerful because they're all muscle. I do massive amounts of squats.
Do you?
I do squats. Well, I do lunges every single day.
Okay.
Twice a day. Because I have to go upstairs and go downstairs. So as I'm doing, I'm squatting. I make it a workout.
Okay.
So my whole house is a workout. I have to go up the hill to get the trash cans. I have to go back down to take them down. So
because the two boys that live with you will never do that.
Yeah, they're like, Dad, go get the trash cans.
Dude, the same thing in my house. I'm like, I can't remember the last time my son went down to take our trash cans down. It's like, no wonder kids are entitled.
Yeah, but you hook yours to the quad.
Tips.
You hook yours to the quad or something.
I don't have a quad.
I thought you said you hooked it to a quad or a go-kart.
I hook it to my car.
Oh, your car.
Oh, which, by the way, my car.
Yes.
The saga of my car my car's been sitting in front of this mechanic for 3 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks. He says, I think you might need a transmission. He goes, but you have bigger problems.
Oh, great.
He goes, there's water all over you because, it was the rainstorms. And, I've got some leakage going on. So the whole car is just wet inside.
Inside it just stinks like mildew.
It is what it is.
I hate that. My Jeep top leaks.
It's just
it's
a car. You can't take it with you.
Just spray some debris in there, Febreze in there.
I'll roll down. The thing is, it's 180,000 degrees when it gets hot in the summertime.
It burns all that stuff out.
It just burns the smell right out.
Just wear that's what the masks are for. Wear that mask so you don't get any of the black mold in there.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. I'll put an air purifier in my car.
Yeah.
I'll just plug it in.
Spray some bleach.
Right.
Spray some bleach on the carpet. You'll be fine.
Problem solved.
Yep. See?
Okay.
There you go.
We've got to wrap it up. Let's talk football really quick.
Yes, we got
go over our picks again. I might need to make adjustments.
All right.
I want to hear what we've got.
Okay. Well, you took, let's see. You took the Cowboys over the Niners.
No.
I know. So you are taking the Bengals. Well, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We're both taking the Bengals.
We have over-unders. Did you write them down?
Yes.
You didn't write the over-unders
I did. Hold on. Here it is.
Why would you need a separate paper for the over-unders?
So you took you took the Bengals. I'm sorry. You took the Eagles. You took the Eagles and 48.
No.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I would never take the Eagles. Oh, but I switched it because
Yeah.
I wanted to go against you.
You took the Eagles in 48. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You took the Eagles and your total points were 48.
Okay.
Okay. I took the 49ers and I took total points of 35.
Okay.
Okay. So Bengals and Chiefs. Okay. We both took the Bengals. You guessed 49 total points. I guessed 21 total points.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring this weekend.
Yeah. And I think also too, as another addition, I think Burrow is going to outthrow Mahomes.
Do the viewers have any predictions of who's going to win this weekend?
Who's going to win this weekend?
I want to see what everybody's thinking.
What's the Super Bowl going to consist of?
Who's going to be
49ers,
in the Super Bowl?
Bengals, 49ers, Chiefs, Eagles, Chiefs,
Eagles, Chiefs,
Eagles, Bengals.
I actually think it's going to be Niners, Chiefs.
I think it's going to be Niners, Chiefs.
But
Niners.
we're both
No,
taking the Bengals.
No, I'm sorry. No, you screwed me up. It's going to be Niners, Bengals, guaranteed. Guaranteed, guys. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
That's a guarantee. That's a what's up, North County guarantee.
Stamp of a guarantee.
Boom. Right
Okay.
there.
Here's a few things that the viewers need to know. If you guys have stories that you want us to share or go over, drop them in the notes, drop them in the chat, email them, whatever you want to do. Somebody says 49ers Chiefs. That's seems to be the crowd favorite.
Boo!
I
think it's going to be Burrows. I think it's going to be Burrows, man. They're on fire.
Mahomes is a freak of nature.
Well, this is his fifth straight NFC or AFC championship game.
Yeah.
Fifth straight.
Where is the Super Bowl this year?
It is in isn't it in Lambeau? No, it's in Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona. That's where the Super Bowl is at.
Interesting.
So they won't play the Super Bowl in Lambeau.
Well, I think if it's in Arizona, Andy Reid will be happy because he's a SoCal boy and he'll get his In-N-Out burger because they don't have it in Kansas City.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be a good weekend.
I just hope I just hope they're good games. I hope they're good games. Like I said, I think the 49ers and
I say this
Eagles games.
I don't even really watch them.
You don't?
I probably won't.
Oh, we spend the whole day watching football.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we sit there and the boys, everybody's going off and
see. I work on Sundays. I do the church thing from 7 to noon, and then I think Allison and I are going to go on a hike.
Is Pastor Rick, right?
Pastor Roger.
Pastor Roger. Is he into football?
Raj. Oh yeah.
Does he give a little?
He's a Titans guy. He's from Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a Tennessee Titans boy. Which I might be a Titans guy next year if Brady goes. I'm on Brady watch all weekend.
Brady is retiring and he's riding off into the sunset.
Oh,
yeah, he's done.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Speaking of riding off in the sunset.
Sounds good, man.
Cheers.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Have a good hike. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to What's Up North County Morning Brew Show. And we had a great time with you guys. You guys learned a lot. You are welcome. But always,
they didn't learn anything.
They learned a lot. You guys learned a lot. Please like, subscribe, and share our page. But as always, guys, we can't do this without our sponsors. We have Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Amber with Pillar Real Estate, and 805 Customs, guys. Thanks again. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll see you on Monday.